So in this episode I welcome Michelle aboard. He arrived in Saint Martin. The following day Mark arrived from Amsterdam. We had lots of maintenance jobs to do on the boat, which we got busy with, including servicing the winches and making sure the engine was all sorted and ready for the passage. We did a bit of entertaining on board with other crews. We had the final skipper's briefing before we, the following day, we had the start line. We had a fantastic start to the race up to Bermuda, and we had a great couple of days starting where we were making sort of 8 to 10 knots every day, which was absolutely a fantastic start. I think we did just shy of 200 miles in the first 48 hours. We then entered the blue hole and got becalmed before finally making landfall in Bermuda.
Bonjour.
We're just busy cleaning the winches, and this is the winch structure. So there's 3 bearings here, big one at the bottom here, smaller one, and then a small one around the back, and a big one around there. I think they come out with a pin. So yeah, we're going to do all 4 winches. Alright, so here we are in Saint Martin. It is Thursday, departure day -2. We're busy doing lots of work. We did the deck the other day. I don't know if you can see that, but it is pretty banging. Special teak cleaner, 2-part. Took the dirt out and then brined it up a bit. It looks really, really nice now. So just this morning we've serviced the winches. Yesterday we put the foresail up and repaired the trade windsail. We did oil change, 2 fuel filter changes, so the engine's all ready to go. And yeah, been up the masthead this morning to inspect the top of the masthead. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape. So it's just gone 6 o'clock on the 10th, and we are off in 4 hours. So I'm just doing the final preps, fill it with water, fill it with diesel to the other day, and yeah, looking in good shape. Breakfast, shower, and then settle the bill and get ready for the off. But yeah, looks like a fresh breeze. If you look at all the flags, you can see all the art flags around in the marina behind me, and there's more over here as well. So yeah, I think there's about 25 boats or so leaving at 10:30, so yeah, should be carnage. I'll try and get some footage of it. Oh, and we were told yesterday there's also a local dinghy sailing regatta in the bay where we're starting from as well, so there could be some collateral damage. Well, we'll see. So you can see all the boats ready, prepped, ready to go with their bunting on. about an hour before we leave. Yeah, and here we are. A bit light on the bunting, but we have got our rally flag up, so and we're all ready to go. On the start line, it's always a bit of a dog's dinner. This too many boats. We're waiting for the 10:30 bridge, and yeah, it's waiting for everybody's hanging around in the same place. So there's a lot of boats in close proximity. So yeah, we'll go by front. We've got one over here, and we've got one behind us here. So yeah, lots of boats. Everybody's out to see us off. There we are. There we go. Bye. There we go. Last time through the bridge. There we are. We're out of the bridge. It's a bit chaotic in there, but so we've got to hold out here for about 45 minutes. Until we go over the start line. Which I think is somewhere over there. Not entirely sure, to be honest. It's just go and hold up somewhere over there. So this is the start line. We are probably going to be third round the buoy, I think. Got everybody behind us, really. We're going for it. Look at them behind us. There we are with the Norwegians, hot on our tail. They've got an extra 5 foot on us, but they're not catching us.
But we saw how much
beer they got on the boat. Yeah. Some people going inshore for a quick route round the point, and then we're going to come up to the wind and be beating across the passage. And that's the rest of the field behind us. They're all over the place, to be honest. But I don't know what they're doing all the way out there, but anyway, there you go. So it's 1:30. We have been going for 2 hours now. We've passed to the north of Bermuda, and just off our starboard bow we've got Dog Island. So the instructions are we'll leave that to starboard and then make a course for Bermuda. We've got 4 boats in front of us, 3 of them are catamarans, one's a monohull, and then over here we've got a big monohull, and then we've got a Hansa 458 here, which has been 548, sorry, and it's been neck and neck with us since the start. Just shows you how balanced these boats are. And then if you look over there, there's another monohull over there, and then behind us, which is a really nice feeling, there are, just count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 yachts behind us. So we are doing pretty well so far, and we're making 8.5 knots out of, I think it's about 16 knots of wind. So 18 knots of wind. Oh yeah, very good. are 2 days out from San Martin. It is just before 9 o'clock, and we've calculated that we've done 300, or we will have done 385 miles in 48 hours, which is pretty good going. We're running at about average probably about 8 knots, sometimes pushing up to 10, going down to 7, but making good speed. Wind is easterly, about 15 to 20 knots. So you see the sea just behind me is pretty kind. Started off, it was a bit lumpier, but it seems to have settled down a bit. So it's near perfect sailing with the wind on the beam, and yeah, happy days. And I just made some bread, which I should also go demonstrate to you. This is our predict wind download with Bermuda there up in the north. You can see there's a bit of a hole in the middle, but if I run the model, you'll see that this hole sort of does tend to sort of fill in. So I'm hoping that as we move up there, that hole will fill in, pick up, even though the winds might get a bit lighter. And it's predicting that we should get to Bermuda probably on Thursday evening. So that is predict wind. And over here is Mark's beans, which is rehydrated, and you can do that with pork tonight, and my loaf of bread, which looks a little bit folded actually, but snuck a bit off the top, not sure if you can see it, and it does taste pretty good, so quite pleased with that. And still got quite a few provisions left as well, so all going well. It's up past midnight, just started my watch. You can probably see behind me the moon, it's almost a full moon. We are 400 miles still to go to Bermuda. Wind's dropped down quite a lot. It's currently 10 knots, just after the beam, and got the light sail out, trying to make some headway. I'm not doing too badly, about keep a proper course. We're talking about 6.5 knots, so yeah, all reasonable. Well, so here we are, day 4 of our trip to Bermuda. You can probably hear in the background, engine is running. Yeah, very frustrating night really. We lost the wind, motored for a couple of hours, found the wind again, had a bit of a mare with one of the sails in the middle of the night, got wrapped around the forestay, wrestled that to the ground, put the other sail up, and we seemed to do sort of alright. We made about 4 knots for some of the night, and then as dawn broke this morning, it seemed as if we lost the wind again, and just downloaded the latest weather forecast, and it's not looking too clever really. It looks like there's a big hole that we are motoring into where there is very little wind, and come out the other side, and it looks like there is then about sort of 15 knots of wind, so it's quite a big hole. It looks like we'll motor probably for most of the day, I would have thought, and then it looks like it sort of fills in during the evening into the night tonight, and then we should be on our final approach into Bermuda then. So yeah, all in all, a bit frustrating, but it is what it is, and got to get on with it. They have a system here whereby they penalise you for every hour of motoring, but it's a balance really between actually getting there and taking the penalty. And we've seen quite a few of the boats that were behind us have broken cover and started motoring, so they've sort of overtaken us really. So it seems only fitting that we join them. And the other incentive is there's a rum tasting evening on Friday evening in Bermuda, so if we don't make that, yeah, that was a bit disappointing. So I think at the moment it is now Wednesday at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, 7:30 in the morning, and we reckon probably we've got about 200 and we got here, yeah, 260 miles left to go. So if you remember in the early days, we did actually do nearly 200 miles in one day. So if we get a good day the other side, and we managed to sort of pootle along here at sort of 5 knots, then my forecast is that we should arrive in Bermuda sometime during daylight on Friday, which is probably not a bad call anyway, because on the earlier estimations we were due to arrive in the middle of the night on Thursday, so I'd rather arrive in the daytime and I can see what I'm doing. So that's, yeah, today's update. So and also I think shower day today. If we're running the engine, we have some nice hot water, we can have a couple of showers and yeah, freshen up a bit. Both Michelle and Mark both gone for a kip, so I felt a bit guilty about putting the engine on when they'd just gone for a kip, but just what it is, we've got to make some progress. So yeah, let's go on with it. This is our code 0 that we're flying. It's 150%, you know, right up to the top. Gave us problems last night because it wrapped around the foresail, so we just decided when there wasn't much wind to put it up and try and sort it out, and we managed quite a good job of that. So it's sheeting out there and goes all the way up to the top, and yeah, it's in pretty good shape. In fact, it's giving us about 4.5 knots in very light wind, so we're going to keep it up while we have lunch and see where we go from there. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've been on watch now for about an hour. Came on at 4, doing 2.5 hour watches, so I've got 4 to 6:30. You can see behind me, that's the sun is just getting ready to come up, and probably also here in the background a bit as well. That finally we've got a little bit of wind. Not too much, got about 12 knots of wind, but perfect for this boat, and it's giving us about 7 knots. We've got a boat about 3 miles in front of us, overtook us motoring while we were trying to sail, and looks like we're making up on it, so we should go past him and meet him into Bermuda. So we have 143 miles left to go, and the indication is saying that we should arrive in Bermuda early doors Friday, which interesting enough is the prediction that we had from Wind Predict right at the very beginning. So yeah, so between sort of 1, 2, 3 o'clock on Friday morning. So what I didn't really want to do was arrive in darkness, which looks exactly what's going to happen. So yeah, so instructions are 25 miles out from Bermuda. We need to call up Bermuda radio and get permission to enter, and they'll give us instructions on what they want us to do. So yeah, looks like it should be a good day sailing. I've got the wind again, and yeah, looking forward to getting in. Yeah, so just thought it might be useful to share the map of the northern end of Bermuda with you. This is where we're going, into St George's Harbour here, and here you've got rocks,
and lots of rocks at the top there, lots of rocks up here, lots of rocks there. And this is the cutter into St George's Harbour. So there's a passage here which goes through this tiny little bit opening here, and the instructions I think we're given is to anchor just at the bottom here because we'll arrive at night before we can check in with customs. But I've just been looking at the chart and doing a bit of planning. There's a bigger version of it down here, more detailed. So you can see this is the entrance here through the cut. This is Powder Hole where we're told to anchor. This is where we're going some more up, which is ordnance, but I think customs are over here somewhere and you have to check in with customs first before you can go anywhere. So and I think unfortunately we are due to arrive in the middle of the night, but it is what it is. We'll just have to get on with it. There we are. We are doing 7.9 knots. We've got the blue trade wind sail out on the port side. We've got wind coming at us about 90 degrees, steaming along, not entirely on the right course. It's 10 degrees to Bermuda and we're doing 35. At this rate we could well miss it, but hopefully not. And yeah, we've got 97 miles left to go. So yeah, lovely sail, beautiful sail, nice day, nice sunny day, although it is a little bit chilly. It's amazing when you go further north how much colder it gets. Here we are, we're 65 miles off Bermuda, the wind right up our chuff and flying our trade wind sail, doing about 5 knots. Very pleasant evening with the sun just setting over there, and yeah, it's 20 past 6, so we reckon we'll be in about, well, it depends how fast we go, but probably about 12 hours, which will suit us fine because we'll go in about 6 or 7 in the morning when we can see what's going on. But yeah, very, very pleasant evening. Just about to have dinner. Bermuda radio, Bermuda radio, Bermuda radio. This is sailing vessel Mojo. You copy, over.
Mojo, Bermuda radio, good morning. Please go to channel 2727.
Bermuda radio, this is sailing vessel Mojo, over.
Mojo, Bermuda radio, good morning.
Good morning to you. We are with the Arc Rally and we are 25 miles out from Spit Cardinal. Estimated time of arrival 0900 hours, over.
Very good, ETA about 9 o'clock. Just give me one moment. Mojo, Bermuda radio. I have all your information online, so if everything is okay on your end, all I need for you to do is just give the call once you reach the east end of the island. You can call east of the St. David Lighthouse on 27.
Understood. I think we have a mooring at the town dock berth, so are we okay to proceed directly to Ordnance Island, over?
Certainly, if you have a berth arranged, you can go straight there and then just walk over to Customs.
Okay, we'll call on the approach, have it?
Great. Speak to you in the morning.
Thank you for that help.
There we are, arriving Bermuda. We have just crossed the finish line to turn the camera around, and that's what we've got. Boyd Channel in through the town cut, which is that narrow entrance there, which is the main way into the harbour. And we've got mooring arranged there, so we're just getting ready to moor up. So this narrow gap here is the town cut coming into Bermuda, which, as you can see, is actually not very wide. Which makes the harbour quite sheltered there. Well, welcome to Bermuda. It is absolutely hooning it down outside, and we arrived about an hour ago. So there you go. You probably can't even see like more than about 10 foot because of the rain.
So in between St Martin and Bermuda, we managed to sever the stud that held the pulpit in place, which left the pulpit sort of hanging loose. So that was one of our jobs to get that sorted when we arrived in Bermuda. But first, we made our way to the rum tasting evening.
So, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, and I'm just walking to the Welders. I've seen this sign here, which says, "Thank you for visiting our historic town, St George's." Well, to be honest, didn't see very much to it. Town's a bit of an exaggeration, I think. A few shops there, but not very many. Anyway, yeah, managed to get the bit of the pulpit that was broken, stainless steel. So the stud that comes out of the deck snapped in half. So yeah, I'm on my way to the Welders this morning, see if they can sort it for me. So let's see. So here we are in sunny Bermuda. You can see it's actually not sunny at all. It is actually pretty windy today. I think it's blowing probably about 25-30 knots into the harbour. And this is our town quay where we are here, and that is Mojo. Over there we're effectively rafted up too deep on the quay over there. We've got no water, no, we've got no electricity. We do have water, but through a single hose that everybody has to share, and we've got no power, so yeah, it's been a bit of a pain being here, but here we are. It's Sunday, we're busy, and just off to the office to see what's going on about arrangements for prize giving tonight for the first leg.